I can't pretend I'm an expert on global philanthropy because I'm not. But I can probably speak about Russian philanthropy with some level of confidence. It was very interesting working on this issue as a guest editor because it was obviously a learning opportunity for me. And I think what I noticed is that there are lots of differences between the countries which we call emerging markets, but there are also some striking commonalities which I interpret from where I sit in Russia, but maybe I'm not right in some of these interpretations, but it does look like we have lots of things in common. And first of all, this aspiration to build the local culture of giving and to develop private giving, corporate giving, institutions which support giving. There is clearly a lack of infrastructure, but there are very, very kind of bright and leader organizations in most of these countries which really drive philanthropy forward and sometimes do very similar things, although they probably never talk to each other. But still, there are clearly some commonalities. There is a kind of great progress and dynamics around very, very grassroots philanthropy, local philanthropy, going on in most of the places which we covered in the magazine. There is a very, very good article of Jenny Hodgson from the Global Fund for Community Foundations in the article in the magazine featuring different aspects of this local philanthropy and how it really on the one hand goes very deep into cultural roots of giving in the countries, but also takes it to the next level. And I think it's probably one of the very important elements of this process of building philanthropy. There is clearly a big debate about the role of foreign funding. Well, Russia is a striking example at the moment because it's not just a debate, it's a campaign on the side of the government against foreign funding, and lots of friends and partners are already I wouldn't say victims, but they're already kind of impacted by this campaign. But I understand that in other places, maybe not in this kind of extreme form, but there is this debate about foreign funding, foreign aid, and how it helps or otherwise the development of the local philanthropy, and how local philanthropy can be part of the development process rather than just traditional giving to traditional causes. There is a huge area related to the issue of trust to NGOs and charities, and how this trust could be built, and how philanthropy can actually be linked to what NGOs are doing. And in many places, like in Russia, local philanthropy is sometimes very much separate from NGOs. So basically donors give to some causes, they give directly, they give to state institutions, and they don't recognize what the NGOs are doing. And I don't think it's just Russia, it's in many places across the world where there is this really a division between philanthropy and civil society. It's probably very hard to imagine sitting in London. It really happens in places like Russia, at least. There is a huge wealth creation going on, and so private giving, like a major private giving, is rapidly developing, and we've seen just recently that so many billionaires joined the Giving Pledge from the countries we're talking about. I think it's an important sign that these countries are really, and kind of philanthropists from these countries are really thinking in a global way. They're not just for domestic giving. They are looking to the exposure. They're looking to peer support from across the globe, and that's something that I think we should look at more carefully and encourage this and other situations where philanthropists from our countries can really get this push and encouragement from their peers from other places. And another thing I'm really keen on, and I think it appears in many of the materials in the magazine, and this is what Coutts does in many places, is not just about facilitating more giving, but really looking into what quality this giving has. Is it transformative? Is it helping to change, to change the status quo? Is it about social change? Is it about long term, rather than just checkbook philanthropy, giving to good causes and saving individuals' lives and all of that? And I think that's something that is really needs to be discussed more and needs to be developed in these countries. And as far as Russia is concerned, there is a lot of giving going on.
Sorry.
Oh. I'm finishing anyway. There is a lot of giving going on. Well, clearly much more than it used to be. But how much of it really advances the cause, advances the social change, is a big question. So that's something that we really need to put our effort in. As far as Russia is concerned, I think Russia is a classic example of why people and how much people can give out of pure generosity and without any tax incentives or other incentives, because it's just the first year when we have tax incentives for individuals, and corporates are not in any way intensified financially. Still, lots of people give, lots of companies give. I would say probably 100% of companies give in some way, and give above 1% of profits in many cases. As far as the most exciting part of it is concerned, I think the most exciting is how private giving of just people, normal people, not the richest ones, but normal people, how it's developing. And it's really an exponential growth. People really started giving to charities, people started to volunteer. There are lots of informal groups who care about particular causes and who really do a lot for them. And this whole informal sector is really developing very fast. A little bit in parallel with the formal, with the institutionalized NGOs, but that's something it's like, it's a generational thing. It's also, a question of awareness, because people don't really know about NGOs. They care about particular causes, so they just, launch into action. And I think it's a very interesting process. I wish we didn't have all this political risks, which are really unfolding very fast. And well, it's a bit scary because at the end of the day, very established and good organizations can suffer, leaders can suffer from some kind of prosecution, but on the other hand, as I already said yesterday to my colleagues, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. So hopefully it won't kill us, but make us stronger. And it's really a pleasure witnessing this development, and I hope you'll see more of good examples, not just bad stories from Russia.
Yeah, thank you. That was great.